Hello everyone, welcome back to another live stream. Today we are playing Dreamlight Valley once again, and we are today unlocking Pluto. Just give me a second. There we go. Right, there we go. I can see all of the analytics for the stream.
I need a little help.
Right, there we go. So, today we are unlocking Pluto. Because we have done all the required quests for it, which required us to get Jasmine to level 10, Alice to level 10, to unlock Cogsworth, get Cinderella to level 7, and finally get Joy and Sadness both to level 10, which we have now done. So let's go and speak to Merlin. We've got all of this in our inventory, which is what we need. So let's go and talk to Merlin. I'm assuming he's going to be in the forest, though he's not. Ooh, where is he? Oh, he's on the beach today. Okay. We'll head over to the beach then and speak to Merlin and get this quest underway to unlock Pluto. Using all the mementos that we have gathered over the last couple of weeks. Hello to anyone who is watching the stream. So, where you found the last one, a strange magical resonance began to pulsate in the valley's atmosphere. I believe you've collected the entire set. There are bursts of power coming from the combined mementos and from another location in the valley. It's a magical call and response, if you will. Where is the magical response coming from? The Vitalist Mines. Whoever or whatever is answering that whoever or whatever is answering that magical call on is trapped there. I surmise in the here and there. Okay, we managed to get there. Right. So, I'm going there right away. What are we waiting for? Someone needs our help. You're just guessing, aren't you? What are we waiting for? Right, I'll just be back in a second. I just need to deal with something.
May I have a moment of your time? Time. Oh, thank goodness you're here.
Okay, I do apologise about that. So, wait just a moment. Mustn't rush these things, you know. There are items to collect to complete our enchantment, and you must be carrying all the mementos with you. That would be your secret journal, kaleidoscope, birthday party invitation, nostalgic instant photos, and Pluto's collar. Alright, I'll gather all the mementos and meet you in the Vitalist Mines. I've been waiting for this moment. As have I. One last thing. It would be a shame to risk ruining your new Comfort Bear memento with an enchantment. I took the liberty of transferring its magic to the sewing machine you used to make it.
Alakazam! I tip my...
So yeah, we've got the secret journal, we've got the collar, we've got the invitation, we've got the instant photos, and we've got the kaleidoscope, and we now have the special plush bear sewing machine. So we need to get some stone and Vitalist crystals. So let's head to the Meadow Island. And we can grab some stone and vitalist crystals from over here. So we'll just stick those away, stick the shiny ruby away. So before the stream today, I did go and get some more vitalist crystals just to make sure we had enough. As I was aware it was going to be in the vitalist mines. That should be enough stone, I think. Yep, meet Merlin in the vitalist mines. So let's teleport over to the sunlit plateau. And we can unlock Pluto at long last. So obviously we've been working on this for a while, so this kind of marks the end of all the leveling up of Joy, Sadness, Alice, Cinderella, doing all those quests. We don't need to focus on that as much anymore. So let's go and bring the memento spell supplies to Merlin in the vitalist mines.
I'm glad to see you.
I clicked on the wrong character. Okay, so 10 vitalist crystals, 15 stone, and all of the mementos. Fascinating. Simply by holding these items, I can feel the growing pains of your younger self sealed away inside them. Gosh, Corey, I'm glad Merlin asked me to come along. I wouldn't want you going through this without at least a couple friends by your side. I quite agree. Now to begin, let us review your mementos and their significance. The Secret Journal, your craving for independence in a world that couldn't understand you. The Kaleidoscope, the first time someone scolded you for being silly, thus dulling your spark. The Comfort Bear, your peers cruelly mocking you for clinging to that which brought you comfort in youth. It's no wonder I hid these feelings away. The birthday party invitation for the celebration you felt left out of and the sorrow that caused. The nostalgic instant photos from the evening of fun you were too sick to attend. Oh, this one is filled with youthful loneliness. And finally, Pluto's collar. This holds the love and anguish that comes with loving your first animal. Ow, so many feelings. Courage, Corey, you are here. You are loved. These feelings must be dealt with. Now, Corey and Mickey, close your eyes. I'm going to open a portal somewhere in the mines. The magic is unpredictable, so you'll have to search for it. Then we'll see who or what is on the other side. What if it's someone like the Forgotten? There's no point in worrying about that. What might be. We need to know what is.
You see...
Now, you two, take a deep breath while I get to work. Hitchitus, fidgetus, memento magnifitus.
I tip my hat to you.
Okay, so follow follow Mickey as he searches the mines for the portal, which we have very quickly found.
Oh, hey there.
Pluto! Oh, Pluto! Stay right there, boy. Don't move. I'm here. You're gonna be okay. Corey, please, we gotta get him out of those night thorns. I can't believe he's been alone in the here and there all this time. No, that's too sad. Hurry, Corey, before the portal closes. Can't you use your dreamlight magic? Shout a spell or something? I've never done that before. Would you try? Pluto, we're coming, boy. Hang on. My spell is... I accept to love my younger self. What? Where'd he go? He's gone. Oh, Pluto. I don't know, Mickey. I can feel him nearby.
See you real soon.
Okay, so equip him as a companion. Companions, Pluto. Go back to Merlin to tell him of Pluto's return.
Well, hello.
Merlin, Pluto's back. He's really here. Corey brought him home to me. Gosh, excuse me. I didn't even know how much I missed him. It's okay to cry, Ricky. Yep, these are happy tears, Sniff. 'Cause I'm so happy.
Now, see here.
I think only you and Mickey could have returned Pluto from the here and there. How did Pluto get stuck there?
What
Mickey, if I remember correctly, Pluto and Corey used to be quite close, were they not? They sure were. They sure were. Pluto loved taking walks and playing with Corey. Well, Corey, I suspect Pluto witnessed you forming the magical mementos and giving them away. Although he didn't know what they were, he sensed they were of vital importance to you, so he set out to get them back, trying to fetch them, if you will. And he got stuck in there, in the here and there, while he was searching. Gosh. Have we seen the last of the mementos? Almost certainly. The resonance has vanished. I worried that they'd be destroyed during the enchantment, but they're merely empty now. With Pluto returned, I believe we've seen the end of this complicated time. So, with Pluto returned, I believe we've seen the end of this complicated time. How do you feel, my friend? I'm so happy Pluto's back. Gosh, that makes two of us. What do we do now? Well, Corey, I have something for you. Although the mementos have been cleared of their magic and their adolescent angst, the lessons we've learned must be remembered. All that makes you unique and brings you joy is quite powerful, and we owe your younger selves all the empathy and forgiveness in the world. Take this and put it somewhere in the valley for all to see as a reminder of what you've overcome. I'm very proud of you, you know, and I think Pluto is too. Okay, so we need to place down the memento display shelf anywhere in the valley. Okay, so let's head out to the writer's mines and display the mementos in the valley as a reminder of this task on getting all of the mementos. So let's go around here and we'll just place it in the plaza for now, I think. Oh, hang on. It's quite a big item. We could do it in the plateau because it is quite a big item. And that's actually a very nice image. So, this is obviously all the characters that are involved in the image or in the quest. I just want to get Pluto. There we go. Can I? There we go. Let's get a perfect image. Oh. There we go. So that is all the characters that were involved in this quest. Sadness just hiding behind Mickey. There we go. We have celebrated the end of the Memento saga. Talk to Merlin. Well done, Corey. You continue to be a marvel. Gosh, I can't thank you enough for bringing Pluto home. Whenever you want to spend time with him, just let me know. He's always happy to see you. And I hope we all remember that shoving down feelings with magic is an eventual recipe for disaster. You're sure there are no more mementos? Not of this sort, certainly. But stay alert. This is the end of one puzzle, but who knows what other magical manner of mysteries the valley holds.
Snick, snack, snorum. Yes.
Okay, so the moose hunt is done. Let's just speak to Mickey for a second.
We'll talk again soon, okay?
Am I glad to see you?
Okay, so we'll speak to Mickey because say hello to a new companion, Pluto. Oops, I pressed the wrong button, but actually I need to level him up first. I want to level him up so that we can put his doghouse next to Mickey's house, because Mickey and Pluto deserve to be together. Just give me a second. Okay, so let's go and we're going to use snippets so that Pluto can level up a little bit quicker. There you go, he's already level 2. So we get 5 dry wood just for that. And he's level 3. Okay, so we're going to collect all of these and then we will harvest some pumpkins and hopefully get him leveled up. So he's level 3, so he's doing very well. Let's go to the valley and peaceful meadow. Okay, so let's head over. We'll grab Mickey. I say we'll grab Mickey. Where is Mickey Mouse? I'm guessing he's gonna be in a shop or a restaurant. Yep, he's in Tiana's palace. So we will go up and speak to Mickey because we're going to get him to hang out with us just while we harvest the pumpkins. And then as soon as Pluto is level 5, we absolutely will get Mickey hanging out with Pluto. I do apologise for that. My throat went a bit funny there. Hey pal. Let's hang out. And I'm just going to get a drink before we do that. Okay, there we go. So let's head out of Tiana's palace and get harvesting our pumpkins. Okay, so we're just going to go down here. We're hanging out with Pluto and Mickey. As usual, it's raining. And so let's get harvesting these pumpkins. There we go. And Mickey is just going to duplicate a bunch of these pumpkins. And Pluto's just going to get leveled up by us doing this. And we'll just grab any extra pumpkins that we can. There we go. So we've grabbed any pumpkins that were dropped on the ground. And so let's get to continuing harvesting these pumpkins. I will upload a video as to how to unlock Pluto with the Moose Hunt quest. But what I'll try and do is I'll try and collate all the quests with Lady on the run up to it. If I can get all the streams, if sure I've got them all, I will absolutely put all of those in there as well to give the full saga of unlocking Pluto. Also assuming that's not going to make the video too long. So you might get all of the quests with Lady in the video with unlocking Pluto, or you might just get the Moose Hunt quest on its own. We will see how it goes. But let's collect all of these pumpkins. And unfortunately that didn't level Pluto up. And I was hoping it would. Oops. What you? Okay, we will have a look. Does it say how close he is to leveling up on here? He did get much XP, but he can get extra items with fishing. So fishing might help him level up quicker. But for now, let's go to sell the pumpkins. Get some more money. And then, yeah, as soon as we've got this, because I believe when you get Pluto to level 5, he gives you a pet house, or companion house. So, 159,000 star coins, there we go.
Hey there, pal. How about that?
Where is Pluto? Oh, he's coming around there. He's coming around slowly. So if we go to me just sort all of these red dots out. I was very hoping we'd be able to get rid of the red dot, but never mind. Okay, companions. So, Pluto. So as you can see, he gets a little house at the end, and it looks like it might actually say Pluto on it. I really hope it does. I hope it does say Pluto on it. Because that would be a really nice detail. And it stopped raining. Yay.
Now this
It's no longer raining. It's perfect. So, now that we've done that, what we're going to do is we'll level Pluto up to level 5. And then I'm thinking we need to give a house for Lady and Trump. They need an area for their house. And it's fitting that they kick off the quest to get the mementos, that they get an area of their own. Because every other character that is involved in the mementos has an area for their house. So it is just fitting that they get a house for themselves as well. And I've decided that they are going to live on the beach. I have to say, Pluto's not very good at following. He's a very slow dog, seemingly. Oh no, he's sped up a bit. I do like the animation, though. The animation of him walking is so fun. But yeah, if you are enjoying the stream, please make sure you do like the stream and subscribe to the channel. Greatly helps us out. Oh, there's a pumpkin I missed.
Now this is a great day to play outside.
So I just heard a character talk. Oh, there's Woody. I was gonna say I could hear Woody speaking, but I couldn't see him. He was hiding behind a bush. I could hear him talking in my headphones. So let's get these planted, and this, I think, does it give XP to them? Yes, it does, so hopefully that'll get him to level 4. If not, we'll go and do some other tasks with him. Okay, so we're almost done on planting these. So I have been wanting to get Pluto for a while, because obviously he was added last month in the update that added Lady and Tramp. And it's been quite a while because I didn't play as much last year. And so I generally didn't have many of the characters leveled up at all. So it's been a long process of doing it. But we're here, we have Pluto now. Which means we can now focus on leveling up some of the other characters, doing their quest lines, and doing some design work. Because that is what we like doing. We like designing on this channel. I do always like doing the designs and doing design work. So I do like making the areas for villagers to live. And so that is what we're going to spend some time doing, as well as leveling characters up in these streams. We should be hopefully... Oh, I actually forgot the fact that I still had the Miracle Growth Elixir on. Wow, how much of a Miracle Growth Elixir have I got? Can I do, like, those 6? Okay, we need to get some berries just to eat quickly. Because we have a lot of growth elixir, apparently. Okay, we will finish watering these, and I'm not going to harvest the pumpkins. I know it's a waste of the growth elixir, but I don't want to harvest the pumpkins now. So what we will do is, what's a good way to level companions up? Because we want to level him up quite quickly. Now, all my other companions have leveled up pretty quickly by doing gardening. But I'm not going to do loads of gardening. We could do some fishing, maybe, because that's what he's good at. And I'm guessing the snippets haven't replenished much since we were last here. They've replenished a little bit. So let's do this. And Pluto's level 4. Which means he's only got 1 level to go. He's only got 1 level to go. So let's do some fishing. Oh, catch any snippets, okay. What we'll do is we'll go up into the Mythtopia area. Just because one of the things you need to make more snippet things is the fish you get in the gold ripples in here. So since we've got a elixir on the fishing rod, we may as well go and use that up while fishing to level our good friend Pluto up. Because we can do this, and this should make it a mud skipper, I believe. I think that's what it's called. Assuming I'm right, it's the Stygian mud skipper. And we'll fish this one as well. And we of course are here next to the mini casita area that we did a couple of weeks ago, which was a lovely design to do. We did it around the time of the Jungle Fiesta Dream Snap, so I think that's 2 weeks ago, I think. I am hoping to release a Dreamlight video tomorrow for the weekly reset. It will probably go up around just before 8. Because it's going to go up just before I stream, I think. Just because I am busy all day tomorrow, so I don't actually have time to do the video at the reset. I've got to do it about 7 o'clock-ish, I'll do it. So when I get round to it, I will get the weekly reset done. We'll go through the premium shop, go through what we got for my favourite hero. I was having to think which Dream Snaps it was. It's the My Favourite Hero. And I just want to see how much XP is Pluto getting from this. Oh, he still only gets 1 point of XP. But it's fine. We will just work on this. Hello to everyone that is on the stream. Says there's a few of you here. If you are enjoying the stream, please make sure you do like the stream and subscribe to the channel as we level Pluto up to get Pluto's doghouse that you get for leveling up to be a level 5 companion. So that's what we're trying to do. After getting Pluto at the start of the stream. So that's the plan. I'm just going to go up here, I think. Because we're going to level him up through fishing, and then once the snippets reset, we will do some snippet catching with him. Because that is a quick way to level them up. So let's see. Have we got any fish in this river at all? Oh yeah, we have one fish in the river. I was going to say, where are they all? So we will do the fishing with this. And you can just see Pluto there wandering around. And as soon as he is level 5, he will be going around with Mickey. Because it is very fitting for Pluto to be with Mickey. So we are going to have those two together. And of course Pluto's house is going to be next to Mickey's. He's not going to be set as a companion in that house because he's going to be with Mickey. So that's what we're going with. But I just want the house there to be a nice thing in front of that. So that's what we're going to do. And then, as I say, once we've done that, we're going to make an area for Lady and Tramp's house. As we still haven't decorated an area for their home to be. I'm thinking on making them live, or having them live in the beach. The Dazzle Beach is where I'm thinking to have them living. Just because I think it fits nicely, and I think it fits nicely with the lighthouse that we got from the premium shop a few weeks ago for the Seaside Chic Dream Snaps. we're just going to continue fishing to hopefully get Pluto close to leveling up. And then streams for the rest of the week. We're doing a stream tomorrow at 8 PM and then Friday at 8 PM as well. So that's what we're streaming. That's the plan. And we're gonna have videos coming out. So Thursday's gonna be a Heartopia video. Friday will be a Hogwarts Legacy video. And Saturday will be... Hang on, no. No, I've made a mistake. Thursday's Heartopia. Friday's Pokopia. Saturday's Hogwarts Legacy. Wednesday, obviously, we'll have a Dreamlight Valley video or two. We will have to see. And we've gathered bonus items from a companion. Okay, so about that, I just had to check something as my phone kept going off. Right, we need to go Dreamlight Valley, companions. So, yeah, he's not leveling up very quickly. This is the thing, like, leveling these companions up isn't always very quick. And leveling characters up, especially the characters that I added last year, takes an exceedingly long time. But not to worry. We will do what we can. Because, as I say, we want to get Pluto's doghouse next to Mickey's house. Because they are fitting to be together, I think. So that is the plan. I will also say thank you to everyone that watched all the shorts that have gone up recently. Especially the Dreamlight Valley short did really well. I that ended on, I think it ended on like 12 or 1300 views, I think. Maybe more. I've had a few shorts do really well recently, so trying to remember which one did what. Not going well, but I think the Dreamlight short got approximately 1200 views. And that was of us getting Tony's restaurant from the Star Path. The earliest you could get it without buying the tokens. So I can now go into my house menu and place down Tony's restaurant. We have this. Tony's lovely restaurant. We have it now. From the Star Path, and we're probably going to use that in the design with Lady and Tramp's house as we renovate Dazzle Beach. So that is the plan. It's what we're going to do. It's what we're going to try and do. Though we are spending a long time doing this, but hopefully we will soon have Pluto's doghouse. So yeah, we'll keep fishing for a bit, and then we'll say about 1:45, I will go back down to the snippets, see what that's doing there. And then hopefully, by the time we've done the snippets, hopefully Pluto will be level 5. Because that's what we want. We want Pluto to be a level 5 companion. So there we go. So he's giving us quite a few extra items, which is quite nice. So we'll go down into the bind to get some stuff, or to get some fish. We'll have a nice change of scenery. And then yeah, we will be all ready to go on designing as soon as he is level 5. We will be up and raring to go on designing. Been planning this design for the last day. I've been planning this design for I started like the other night just thinking about the design. So that's what we're going to do. Just quickly gonna do this. Just quickly doing that. And I am just going on to okay, so we're just going to fish around here, and I have just got the figures up from the short that I was on about. So the Dreamlight Valley short finished on 1,216 views, which was very good. My short from the other, one of the other cozy games that we do, Pocopia, that short did very well. And it's currently sat on 1,903 views, which is absolutely insane. And very nice. Loving the fact of people enjoying the content that we put out. Because I spent a lot of time making content and editing it. So it is very nice that you are enjoying the content that I make and that I put out. Let me just get my live stream back up on my second device so I can see the chat. In case there is anyone putting any messages in there. I do apologise, I did just whack the mic. So if you did get any interference on the mic, that's why. Because I just whacked it a little bit. There we go. And is he getting close to being the right level yet? He's getting there slowly. Okay, right. Let's do this one then. So yeah, what we'll do then is after this fish, we'll go and do some snippets, and hopefully that will get Pluto much, much closer to being level 5. Okay, there wasn't actually many there. That doesn't show what level it is. Nope. Okay, right. So let's go back to the valley then. And we will see what level he is. Okay, so how close is he now? He's getting there. He's getting there. Slowly, slowly, he is getting there. Getting close to the right level. By the way, actually, what's Christoph selling? Is he selling softwood? He is. I need to grab the softwood off Christoph. I keep running out of softwood. I keep running out of softwood because I haven't actually collected any from the ground in ages. Right. I also need to clean up a bunch of these items. Bunch of these items from the memento quest do need cleaning up because I also have in here. I have the new comfort bear, which I think you can. Oh, that you can't use the camera on that one. I thought you could, but we have all of this stuff from the mementos as well. We've got the comfort bear from Sadness, and we've got this from Alice. But right, okay, what should we do? We'll do some mining, I think. We'll do a range of things to level him up, just because none of it does it any faster than the others. But it gives it a nice bit of variety. So yeah, let's do some mining. We'll go in the... We'll do it start in the meadow just because
Come on.
we know where they are in the meadow, and then we could go up to the plaza because we know where they are there. Even though this is I don't think this is the quickest way to level them up. But it levels them up, I think. I think you could do anything to level them up, but it's obviously just figuring out what's going to do it, or what's going to kind of do it quicker and more entertaining for you to do. If you have unlocked Pluto already, I would love to know what you have done with the house, or if you've got a plan. So if you've not unlocked Pluto, where will you put the doghouse when you have unlocked him? I'd love to know. Because yeah, I'm definitely putting it with Mickey. I'm definitely putting Pluto's house with Mickey. And they have also teased that we might be getting a new building coming to the game. I will bring you all the updates when we get it, as in terms of what is going to be coming. As we know, Pocahontas is coming. Based on their normal release schedules, that will probably be arriving around kind of the start to the middle of next month, I would imagine. So probably in the next couple of weeks, I would expect to see Pocahontas joining the Valley. They have been very big on beginning their teasers online, so definitely keep up on that. Because they generally do an update every 2 months. They generally do release an update every 2 months. So they do January. So they did February. So obviously not. So they're not doing this month, but they'll probably do next month update. And they've done that for the last like 4 years. So I imagine that's what they'll continue doing. So it will more than likely be next month, and they do quite early in the month. So it'll probably be in the first couple of weeks of April. We'll get Pocahontas coming, and whatever that new building is, we will have to see. I'm also gonna remove this crafting station before I forget to do it. Because I've just left it there for ages. But yeah, so that's when I would expect the updates. More than that, like, we don't know entirely when they'll release updates, but we can kind of guess. And obviously, it will coincide, generally, it'll coincide with the ending of the Star Path. Around that point is when you'll begin to get a lot more teasers and maybe a release date. So, and we've only got like 2 weeks of the Star Path, I think. I think it's 2 weeks of the Star Path, so I would imagine we'll get a lot of information over the next couple of weeks. Because yeah, the Star Path ends in 13 days. And I believe this week is the last week of the routine duties. Which I don't always show. I have not shown many of the routine duties over the last few weeks. They've been quite easy, to be fair. So that's kind of why I've not shown them off. Because we had obviously take a picture, do a dream snaps, and do and enter the boutique challenge. So that was really easy. There was no point kind of showing that. But what will it this week? So, oops, I've clicked the wrong button. So week 6, oh yeah, pick up wood materials, craft barrels, and sell items. So again, a really easy routine duties. So there was no point doing that on a video or anything. So that's why you don't get to see that often. But I will always show, like, dream snaps. I'll always show doing that. Oh, Pluto's getting so close. Yeah, I'll always show doing the dream snaps because I enjoy doing those videos. Because I enjoy doing the little designs week by week. And of course, when we do have the update drop, we will be doing a Star Path grind. This Star Path we did in just 3 days, I think. We spent 3 days doing the Star Path. The only bit that was taking a while was the mine shiny stuff. I think I spent a few play sessions doing that. But if it wasn't for that, I would have done the thing in like 2 days. And for anyone that watched the streams, because I think I did 2 streams doing it, I was very quick doing them. I was prepared with like an uncrafting table and that, so I could kind of cheat my way through some of the tasks. But there we go, Pluto is level 5. So we've got Pluto's doghouse. Mickey, do you want to say hello to Pluto? Yes, we are reassigning Pluto to Mickey. And what we're going to do now then is we are going to place down Pluto's doghouse over at Mickey's house so that they can be together. And then we'll just fill it with 4 random companions. But we've got Pluto's doghouse, and we've actually got plenty of room for this. Pluto's little doghouse there. So that's what the doghouse looks like. As I say, we can put 4 companions in there. So we will put... we could put a raccoon in there. We'll put a sunbird. We could put a squirrel and a rabbit. We'll do that. Yeah, that'll do. Because Pluto's going to stay with Mickey. So we're not going to have Pluto in there. But that is the last we're going to see of Pluto for today, probably. Because we have designing to do. I cannot wait for this. So, what we're going to do is we're going to leave this area over here. For what we've already designed of the beach, we're going to leave over here. In terms of all this, this is all going to stay. Moana's area is going to stay pretty much the same. But we're going to move the lighthouse, I think. We're going to move the Lady and Tramp's house over here. So we're going to clear out a bunch of this space. We will move the berry bush over here, I think. Because what we're going to do is we are going to place Lady's house over in this corner. We're going to have Lady Tramp living alongside Tony's restaurant, which I am going to decorate outside with the romantic table. We're going to give Tony's restaurant a little garden outside for where Lady and Tramp spend their dates, over and outside of Tony's restaurant. That was a nice easy golden nightthorn to do, the easy Starcoin nightthorn. And we are just going to remove these nightthorns over here as well. And that should do it. So, let's go in here then. And I want to place... I think I'm going to place Tony's restaurant there. So I think what we'll do is place... If we place Lady and Tramp's house there, have that lead up to the glade, and then we just put our seaside getaway lighthouse away. So we'll grab that out. Place that there, and we'll actually move this forward a bit. Move that forward a bit, because then we can access the mining spots a little bit easier. And then what we can do is just around kind of the outside bit here. This brick road actually looks quite nice. Let me do that. If we do that, we've used the worn brick road. And we want to go and just bring it over here. Actually, can we put that one in there as well? And then there. There we go. That looks nice. And then what we want to do is add Tony's restaurant in this little gap here. Hopefully. I severely underestimated how much space I needed. Okay, what we might do then is we might change things around a little bit. And if we place Lady's house there instead. So we'll put Lady and Tramp's house there. Can it go any further back? Can go to there. And then Tony's restaurant. I don't know why I'm in villager houses. It's not going to be in villager houses. It is in my homes. So it's in my house styles. This is like really big. I'm going to place Tony's restaurant there for a second while I reevaluate where things are going to go. I would say it's probably fitting for this to go here. I'd say. Let me do that. So if we do that, and then it's probably going to be fitting for this to go like that. Just going to go up here and place that there. So it's probably fitting actually putting the lighthouse there anyway. And then can we place Tony's restaurant down in this gap here? We can. So we can place Tony's restaurant there. I'm going to move it a little bit this way. And then what we could do is remove the mailbox. First and foremost, the mailbox needs to be removed. Mailbox off. And I want to actually delete all of these rooms. Oops. Because if it is a restaurant, we're just going to have the one room. And do we decorate inside? Do we bother decorating inside of Tony's restaurant? Because, I mean, we're never going to have Lady and Tramp in there anyway. I also just think that's a little bit close. I'm not sure I like that, but I'm also thinking that I would probably change up some of the houses. By the way, it says I've got the Witch's Hut placed down. Oh, is that in the Forgotten Lands? It is. I forgot that I placed that in there. Huh. Okay. Just because I want a house to go here. I would do that, but I think that's a bit too fashionable and a bit too big. So's that. Like, a lot of these houses are really big. I would put this in, but it's also, again, too big. I just wanted, like, a little building to go next to Tony's restaurant. Okay. I'm thinking now, do we completely change everything up? Because we don't have the room here to do what we want to do, I'm going to say... Oh yeah, I can't move, right. Lady and Tramp are temporarily, I know they're going to temporarily go in the glade. It's not very nice, we're not going to keep them there. They're going to very quickly move out of the glade. Don't you worry, guys. She will very quickly get a nice place to go. Okay. I don't even know if we can still get through there. Right, let's see, because I like the idea of her house going in there. Okay, let's put Moana there. Because what we can also do is use this to make a nice entryway into the glade. Yeah, we'll do that, and then we will figure out an entry into the glade that's a bit more fitting for the glade. And then we can make the market area in this area a bit bigger, a bit more laid out. Right, okay. I will need to figure out the entrance to the glade first. So do we have any archways? Ooh. I'm kind of thinking, by the way, we could place this in the area for Lady and Tramp. The New Orleans gazebo we could put in there. But what do we have to make an entrance into there? Because I don't think it works to do the Romance of Roses archway. Do we have any archways anyway? Let's have a look at what we've got and see if we have anything that works. By the way, how many of that do I have? One, okay. I mean, that would work. That works, I think, to do that. But I think we need to move that out the way to see if we can place this in any better area. And then if we're going to do that, can we... See, this is now causing problems. Is obviously the houses. Right, we could do that. The sign for the glade could just go there. And then just because of how I've done this, can we place that? Can we place it on the inside, maybe? Yeah, let's place that there and then do the same on this side. Hang on, that's not worked quite the same, has it? Ah, it's because that's how it needs to be, I think. Though also, actually, this... hang on. That's, like, really far out. There we go. That's what we want. Because that I think is fitting for the glade. And I think that also allows for a little bit of decoration around Moana's house, I think. Good afternoon, Luckier Gaming. I do apologise that I did not see your message. Hope you are doing well. Hang on, I don't like that bench, actually, like that. Can we do the... We'll do a bench like that, because of space issues, I think. And then we'll do that. I'm doing well. How about you? I am doing well, Luckier Gaming. We have now got Pluto, and he is level 5. He's got his little doghouse, the Pluto doghouse. So now we are making an area for Lady and Tramp's house to go. And we are going to have them living in the Dazzle Beach, because I kind of looked at the house and just thought it fits the beach. I decided that Lady and Tramp's house just fitted being in a beach, or on the beach. So that's what we are going with. What ice cream stands do we have? We have a red and a pink. I say we go with pink. I say we put a pink ice cream stand in there. And then maybe we place the red one as well, actually. I say we place the red one right there on the beachfront. Just there, I think. And then, by the way, where's... I'm going to bring Maui's house over. Just to sit in the water a little bit. I'm just going to have Maui's house sit there. Just so it's with Moana. I can talk. Kind of. So just so that's with Moana. Why can I not say that name today? Seems like a good idea. And then what we'll do is the Tony's restaurant sign we will put here, so as to say that Tony's restaurants is going to be down that way. That sounds like a good idea. And then I'm going to keep this area as that, I think. But because this area is going to be a beach resort over here, we definitely need a lifeguard's chair. And I'm going to actually put the lifeguard's chair just... We'll put it just here, I think. And then what else do we have? So we have these surfing boards, which could go right there. If we straighten them out, there we go. They could go there, and then we will... What we'll do is we'll sort the wishing well out as part of the design with Lady and Tramp's house, I think. Do we have any other beach items? Just because I'm kind of thinking, like, part of that beach is just a little bit empty. A little bit too empty for my liking. Do we have anything? I mean, I could put one of these under here. That looks nice. To be honest, I don't think we have much beach furniture. I'll be honest, I don't think we have much beach furniture. Yeah, we are lacking on the beach furniture, to be honest. I'll place some of the magnolia benches down just because it kind of works well. And then that works for the beach resort area. And then you got just that as that. And then actually, I've changed my mind again. I'm removing the magnolia benches. I've only just put them in and I'm removing them already. So we're going to place that there, and then I've just realised I left the sand castle over here. And I want to move this sand castle. So this was actually made as part of the mementos tasks. So that's made as part of Jasmine's level 10 quest, which you need to do in order to get the secret journal, which will unlock Pluto. Okay, there we go. And then I think we just place this over here, because I think there's maybe a few too many trees over here. So let's spread them out a bit. Because there's a lot of unnecessary trees, I think. Because I say we just do that, and then there we go. What do we think to that then? I'm going to say I want to move that tree behind here. So what do we think to the beach that we have designed? What do we think? And this is only one part of the beach. We still have the other half of the beach. But I've done that. I didn't want to make it too like heavily designed. Should we also just put the boat like actually in the water, fully in the water? There we go. We'll do that boat kind of going off into the seas. I'm also going to get rid of some of these trees and spread them out a bit. Just because I think we've maybe got a few too many here as well. So let's do this. And spread the furniture out a little bit as well. And make this a nicer area. So I'm going to remove that tree there. And then actually, can we... if we actually put that there... move these a little bit like that, I think. And then we could just get rid of that table, I think. And then with this, I'm thinking of just placing it over by Moana's house. Just like there. Giving Moana a little tiki kind of thing to shade her from the sun. And then we will do that. So we'll do that for that area, and then we need to clean this area up. Because we have a lot of stuff here that we plain and simply do not need. We do, however, need the wishing well to stay where it is for a moment. Even though it's kind of in the way. So yeah, we're going to get rid of all the furniture, all the kind of bushes, trees and that for a moment. I normally say you shouldn't do this when designing, but I have a plan, which is why I say we should do it. If you don't have a plan, I say don't do this. But if you've got a plan for it, then yeah, do it. But don't just empty a space for no reason. Because generally, you need the space to not be empty. Because I find that I have all the creativity in the world, but if I've got an empty space, my creativity's gone. If I've just got like an empty piece of paper, I have no creativity. I need to see something in an area before I can start being all creative, so I'm also just going to dot these trees around a bit, just so they're not in this area. And then can we, yeah, we can move that, good. Because while I want to keep it next to the cave, I also don't want the cave to be a major part of what we're doing. I don't want it to be a major part of the design. Maui's running over to his new home. Since we've moved his house, so he's now running to his house. Okay. Let's pick all these night thorns out. We can do that, and then we can get rid of that. And then can we move this? We can't. Okay. Okay. We'll do that, and then we can... If we place that there... And then maybe if we pick this memory up. And we've completed a memory. We have completed a memory from the Princess and the Frog. There we go. It's very rare that we complete one of those memories, so it's always nice when we do. I'm also going to spread these out because I've moved them all close together, but we need to still access the cave. Because the cave does still have its quests where we need it, so we need to do that. And then let's have a look. So we need to do the lighthouse. I think first and foremost we need a lighthouse. Because it's the beach, so we need a lighthouse. I'm thinking right here. But that way. I'm thinking if we do the lighthouse there, that works. Hello to Strawberry Field Fairy. Hey, Corey. Hello. Do you have Tinkerbell Wish Blossom? Yes, I do. I do have Tinkerbell in the Wish Blossom Ranch. I've not done anything with her house yet, but she is living in the Pixie Acres. I think. She's either in the Pixie Acres or she's in Wish Blossom Mountains. How about Aurora? Yep, I've got Aurora. I have all the characters. I've got all the characters, but not many of them have got like massive areas for their houses. We're working through the long list of villagers to do houses for. And so today we're doing Lady and Tramp's house because we've got Pluto. But yeah, I've got all the characters I think now. Until the next update, I have all the characters from all the expansions. I have all the DLCs. I'm going to place this here, I think. Yeah, we'll place that there next to the lighthouse. That works. And then let's go and place down Tony's Restaurants. If you are enjoying the designing, please make sure you do like the channel, like the stream and subscribe to the channel. I'll get there in the end. So if we place Tony's Restaurant there, if we do it, actually we'll do it there. And then, would this work, do we think? I get that kind of looks nice. We just need to maybe move some of the trees out the way. So let me have a look then. If we place a tree there, right, what's it clashing with? Because I kind of think if we place that like that a bit, and then right, okay, let's move. I think for now I'm gonna move all of these out the way. Just because then I can place that like that. And we can place this somewhere. If we place that like that. And then yeah, we've got no more houses that we're gonna put down here, I don't think. What I do think, I'm actually thinking, hang on, if we move this forward a bit, place that like there, could we place the New Orleans gazebo in the middle? We can. How's this gonna go? Right. I'm trying to make this work, though I have gone with like the biggest house style possible. So, might be a potential problem is we've gone with the biggest house style we have. Is that an item? Like, can I pick that tree up? I don't think I can. No! I wanted to pick that tree up. Okay. Just I kind of don't know with this. Though with the fact that we've done that, we can move like some of these out of the way. Because we can hide these now behind the items we placed down. And then we can actually bring that like there. There we go. Okay, there we go. That works. So we do that. We've got a nice area there, and I want to make some fences to go around that. And actually, I've had an idea. What? Do we change this round? I'm gonna say no. Yeah, we're not gonna change that, I think. We're just gonna leave it as the default well. However, I've had a thought. Potentially a crazy thought. Because of this, which is immovable. I don't like the fact that's immovable, but we will work with what we have. we work with what little freedoms we have with this area. If we do that, can we manage to place this in here somehow? We can. Okay. Me continue to hide these stones behind the Main Street Emporium. And then, can we... Maybe... No, that's too far. There we go. That's what we want to do. Just give me a second. Okay, so we've got that now in place. Now, obviously, because we have the very, very extravagant building there, I'm going to kind of get some of the plants to go in front of it for the functionality, because we need these in place anyway. But they're going to serve a functionality purpose, as well as serving a purpose of muting a building that's there to make it not just look random having Tony's restaurant there. So the only reason that I've done any of this now is because I didn't want Tony's restaurant to look really random by itself. Because Tony's restaurant was just going to be there, and it's like, no, we don't like that. Right, okay, then what I want to do is... I want to grab a crafting station. I mean, we've kind of re-evaluated the whole market in this area as well. I want to make fencing, because I want to do some of this. And then is there any furniture that kind of fits with this area? We'll have a quick look. Maybe an outhouse, actually. Okay, I'm just looking through what we have to see if there's anything else we want to include in this area while we've got it open. We're going to do a cooking campfire, I think. And then actually, can we make any of the tents that I just saw? We can. I want an orange tent, I think. Yeah, and they're really not expensive to make, so we'll do that. Because as usual when I make these grand designs, I have changed my mind again. But first, what we haven't changed our mind on. This was always going to be the idea. I've run out. That wasn't in the plan. The plan wasn't to run out. Let me see if I can make it work, though. Okay, we could do with like a little bit more, but like this area didn't need to be huge. Because all this area needs is if I can find it, just needs that. And then maybe this is actually a good place to put this as a permanent feature. Maybe. Me just grab one of these and just place that there. And there we go. We have a nice area there. Though I'm actually thinking, do we have the space to stick this in here? No. Okay. I'm going to get rid of that actually then. Because what I want to do is kind of decorate this to be a quite a nice little area for our good old friends, Lady and Tramp, for where they go. I think we need a brick pizza oven. I think it would be bad to not put a brick pizza oven outside here. And then there was one other item I was going to place in here if I could find it. Okay, never mind, because I can't find what I was going to put there. Yeah, that's fine, I think. And then we can actually just put this here, and then, oh, it's the outhouse. This, I want to put this, oh, that's big. I wanted to put that in there as well. Though I wasn't expecting it to be so big. I might have to extend this area just because of that. I might have to extend the area because that's so big. But I need a crafting station to do that. Ta-da. We always carry one with us for this exact reason. You should always carry one with you, because you never know when you need to keep making more. I need more bricks though. I don't know why I've made 8. I'm pretty sure it uses 3 a time. Yeah. Oh, actually, that works. Right, let's make 15 more fences. And hopefully that will be enough to make this work. Let's try take it round the back from like here, I think. If we try take it from there. And then let's do that. And then I want to extend it this side. And we could do that. Which means we can now actually place the outhouse there. We can momentarily move that because we can place the brick oven there next to the outhouse. Put the vegetable stand in. And that is the area for Lady and Tramp's little dates next to Tony's restaurant. So there we go. And I said I'd change my mind again. We're going to remove that. We're going to leave an ice cream stand over there. By moving Goofy's stall. We'll keep the default stall by moving it over here. I think. Somewhere. We're going to just put it here somewhere. I think that's what we're going to do. And I actually think, hang on, I'm going to do that. And maybe place Goofy's stall somewhere there. To mute the kind of major building on the sides. We could do that. And maybe place Goofy here if I can fit him. No, he doesn't fit here. Oh, he could go there. Which, I mean, kind of works. Yeah, that works. That works, I think. And then what other stuff do we have over here? Because we had, obviously, the ice cream stand. Which I like the idea of putting... I will go with the pink one. To put the other side of the doors on the Main Street Emporium, I think. So kind of put this here. Other side, other way, like that, I think. If we do that. And then we've got some areas to make Moana's part of the beach, which is over this side. Moana's part of the beach could look a little bit better, I think. I'm going to move the sandcastle back over here. Put the sandcastle out here. I think it looks a bit weird having Lady and Tramp's house there. But I didn't want them to live right next to Tony's restaurant. So maybe we take out some of these and place Lady and Tramp's house like here. There we go, that works. And then they can have that there. Because it looks fine to have a lighthouse on its own, but it looks a bit weird to have Lady and Tramp's house just sat there on its own. And then we just have this area to fill in a second. But what we're going to do over here is... That's slightly bigger than I had anticipated. We're going to place that there, though I'm going to have to move some things slightly. Because that's huge. I knew the tent was going to be big. And the idea was for it to be big. But that was a little bit unexpected on the size. We'll also put the Canoe Club sign over here. Maybe, actually. We'll have the Canoe Club sign over here. And then the ice cream could just go next to Tony's restaurant. Somewhere. Like there. That works. And then we could have the little sandpit playing area there. With a little cooking stove. There we go. So that is the area specifically designed for Moana. We will take a tour of it in a second once we have done this. I just want to put a sign for Tony's restaurant there. Just to say that it's like that way. And then is there anything I could put next to that house? How would that look? I'm now just testing random things to see what would work. I mean, as much as I like the idea of having that carriage there, I don't think it quite works. I mean, it might work like that. And then we can have the... We can keep the little hammock. Let me maybe place that there. And then I think this is pretty much how it's going to be, I think. So I think Moana's area is now pretty much going to stay the same. So you got the little lifeboat's chair with a few parasols surrounding the area. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to empty the dock space and just have these kind of seats and that just dotted around this area. Because we've turned this back into the market area, I think it's fitting for the seats to be accommodating the fact that it is a marketplace. There we go. So that works because we then have less reason to keep all the trees in the one area. And we can kind of place them all around and about. There we go. But then that area is looking really boring. I mean, it's okay. Like, it literally just... I think if you were to just put some random kind of chairs and that in, it would look okay. Because it's a beach, like, we don't want it to have loads and loads there. So, I'd say maybe just get... I mean, this works, actually. We could put a seat... We could put that in there. And then just, like, some benches. I mean, I don't have any benches that quite work for it, to be honest. Oh, I mean, these kind of would work. So that's all that I think it needs. Because then when you've done that, like, it works for a beach. And then I think just moving some of the shrubbery out of here and into this area. Because I think you've got a lot of ground filling shrubbery over there. But not so much here. There we go. That I think that's nice. So let's come out of the build mode. And we will take a tour of the beach. So we will start from over here.
That's right, I'm Mount, shapeshifter, demigod of the wind and sea, hero to all.
So we'll start from here. So you go down into this area. And we go past and we have a nice little market area street of all of these. So you've got Tony's restaurant. You've got the gazebo that leads to the wishing well, which I think is quite nice.
Hey, you got a minute?
And then you've got Goofy's store with the Main Street Emporium. You've got little Lady and Tramp's house there. Though, do we maybe just... If we curve this round a little bit more... If we were to kind of place this, like, here. Though maybe if we move this to the front. Or if we move that along, move Lady and Tramp's house along, and then just stick that in there. I might just curve that a little bit. Curve that, yeah, we'll do that, and then then we could do that. Then maybe like that. Yeah, though actually I'm thinking no, I've changed my mind again. I'm really indecisive on Lady's house. And this whole build was for Lady's house, and I'm really indecisive about the placement. I think because it's so small, and it's in like an area with so much stuff, is maybe the issue. Okay, so I'll just put some little trees and that behind Lady Tramp's house just to make it a bit nicer. Just kind of to fill out the space just a little bit. Wow, that's big. I knew it was a vintage water tower, but that is huge. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else we can put around the house to make it a bit nicer. So yeah, that'll be okay, I think. Just move some furniture down here now, just because we've cleared that away from there. Because I don't think there's anything else realistically that would go on the beach there. I don't see anything else going there. We'll have a quick look through, but I don't think there's anything else that could go there that would look right. I mean, that could go on there. But, oh, a large cooler. The large cooler that is really small. Oh, we have actually got some more island wood chairs and that, so let's just extend this over here a little bit. I'm guessing that's going to be the last of the chairs I got, yeah. And we could just put that there. There we go. And we can actually also just put some lamps up. And it looks like that's all we have. Yeah. Sorry, so we don't want to have too much. Okay, so let's come out of the build mode again. So, as we come around here, we have the sign that says Tony's is over here. And then we have the lighthouse with Lady and Tramp's house there. And then we have the Main Street Emporium with Goofy's stall. We've got obviously the gazebo here leading to the wishing well. And then we've got Tony's restaurant there with the little date area for Lady and Tramp in here. And then just over across the bridge is where you find Moana and Maui. So you got a little beach resort here, and then this is their little island area. It's where they live with a large tent, and then Moana's foal and the Maui's peaceful grotto. That is what we have, and it's just started raining with that, which is absolutely lovely timing as usual. So what we're going to do, we're going to go and find Pluto to end the stream with, which means we need to find Mickey. Mickey. Where is Mickey? Still in the restaurant. So he must have gone in the restaurant right as we started the stream, because he's still there now, and they're in there for 2-hour periods, so he must have gone in there at 2. So we will head into here, go and hang out with Mickey and Pluto again. Pluto's just hanging by the door. That's funny. Right, let's go and bring these two out here, so that we can end the stream at Lady and Tramp's house with Pluto with us as well. So let's go down here. We can have our fun looking at the area that we have created today as well. So just down here. We can't cut through there. We can go through here.
That's right.
Over this way. And we will go and stand just here, I think. Where's Pluto gone? Come on, Pluto. You are very much a part of this big image. Okay, so we'll also bring Moana over if we can. Or not, because she doesn't want to move. She doesn't want to come over, so never mind. But with that, thank you very much for watching this stream, and I will see you all in the next one. Goodbye.